Good day, everybody. Today is the 4th of July, which is Independence Day for the Americans. So happy Independence Day, Americans. And I am Kenny Williamson, your host of Magic Today, the Magic News. Without further ado, let us begin. Well, Mario the Maker Magician is hitting the headlines once again, fresh off a sold out Broadway run and recently featured on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Mario the Maker Magician is bringing one of his one of a kind high energy show to Guildhall. So that is on July the 9th, 2025, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Guildhall, 158 Main Street, East Hampton, New York, USA. He will also be in let us get there, in George Square, Edinburgh. Rail Edinburgh Waverley price is £14.50, and that is Underbelly, George Square. And that is on Wednesday, the 30th of July. That is Edinburgh. And Thursday, 31st of July, Friday, the 1st of August, and so on every day until the show more. 17th of August, he'll be in Edinburgh. So that is from Wednesday the 30th until that date. He is also going to be, let me just see if this is the same place. So if you need to see Mario, you can see him in Edinburgh or in New York. Then there is a PR Logger press release out on Dr. Roger Billings. He's performing live magic at Acellus World. That is on the 10th to the 12th of July in Kansas City. Acellus World adds a touch of magic to its summer learning experiences. Dr. Roger Billings takes the stage for a live magic show like no other. Renowned for inspiring students with science and innovation, Dr. Billings will introduce a spark of illusions that merge entertainment with the power of STEM. Prior to his EdTech career, he was dazzling audiences with the art of magic. And now he only brings it out for philanthropic purposes. So that is on July the 10th to 12th, 2025 in Kansas City. And then every week we have a discussion about who is on at the Magic Saloon in San Antonio. And this week is John Armstrong. He was named Parlor Magician of the Year by the Academy of Magical Arts. Here he is.
What we say is the fancy magic term for stand-up type magic, like stand-up comedy or stand-up magic,
yes.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay, so you have two on your belt.
I do have two.
Okay, this is a big deal. And the Magic Castle, that's where you said that's where they vote, right?
Yes, the Magic Castle is the clubhouse for the Academy of Magical Arts, and that's where the membership is worldwide, right? Mm-hmm. But that is the clubhouse.
Located in Los Angeles,
Right?
It's
like
and we have magician Brian Masters, who is in WKYC Studios to perform some card magic.
So you have to follow the aces. Okay. This time we're going to use the 4 aces, okay? Clubs, hearts, spade, and dime. I'll show them to you one at a time. Just keep track of the aces. So which ace is this?
Ace of hearts.
Ace of hearts. That's easy to follow. Watch the ace of hearts. And this is the ace of diamonds. Now, if you take the ace of diamonds, and I put it here, is the ace of diamonds on the top or the bottom?
Top.
On the top. Now, watch this. What if I switch them?
Mm-hmm. It's still on top.
You didn't see them switch.
Well, it's technically on top, right?
It looks like that, but you didn't see them switch with the black ones?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the red ones, they're over here.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes I go too fast. That's my
Anyway,
fault.
that's an idea of what he was up to. Then we have quite an interesting looking series. Sure, something I should take note of. It is about a second act. In other words, a second thing through your life that you start. And the article is on Dan Gaffney, who is a magician. So Delmarva Public Media begins a new series, My Second Act, which explores the journeys of men and women who find a second calling. Delmarva Public Media's Jenny O'Connor has this portrait of radio talk show host Dan Gaffney, who found it in magic. He's a well-known voice on the airwaves all across the Eastern Shore, but beyond the microphone, he might just have another trick up his sleeve. Anyway, then there's quite a good interview with him, so I will leave the link for that below. And if you have a story where you've developed a second calling or a second career act in life, let us know. We can maybe feature you. Next up is a what not to do. In the Mail Online, magician punches 4-year-old boy in the face after child disrupted his show at the kindergarten. Sure, that's a bit hectic. A magician is under investigation after he allegedly punched a 4-year-old boy at a kindergarten party. Preschool in Munich, Germany had hired the performer for the afternoon when the act is said to have gone awry. A group of children went on stage at the end of the magician's set and a boy kicked his equipment. Enraged, the clown is said to have punched him in the face with the flat of his hand. Okay. So backslapped him. The boy reportedly suffered minor injuries in the alleged assault. Police were called, and the police questioned the magician. He was released. Sure. Anyway, the story's there. That was at St. Stephen's Kindergarten. Be careful with your hands, folks. Always nice to see that. Back by popular demand, magician Eric Gilliam is returning to surprises Asante Library by popular demand. Their Arizona entertainer who's been selling out shows across Arizona and the Southwest is bringing back his mind-blowing illusions from 10:30 to 11:30 on Saturday, July the 12th at 16755 West Verida, Solana Drive. Shin Lim is back in the Las Vegas Weekly, and it is a discussion with him about his Vegas shows, and you've worked your film scores, you've choreographed your tricks to music, etc., etc. So a whole bunch of questions and answers. So if you're interested in Shin Lim's performances in Vegas, that is a good article for you to read. Link will be below. Then there's an article in the New York Post on cruise workers can never break this rule or they face getting kicked off the ship and even arrested. And that is flirting with passengers, in other words, consorting with passengers. So basically, this magician mentions, where does he put it? The card trick shark said that for the most part, high seas employees politely declined voyagers' advances, as not doing so could land them off the ship. If there was even a hint of suspicion that you were talking to or sleeping with a guest, you'd be disembarked immediately, the illusionist noted. My contract will be terminated, be kicked off at the next stop pretty much. So keep that in mind. Then the Comedy Arena in McKinney, Texas will be hosting a magic show on July the 5th, Saturday, July the 5th from 3:30 to 5:30. Dal Sanders is a magician and entertainer with 4 decades of experience in comedy magic, with a passion for the craft and so on. And that is with host Ian Richards. We have one for Africa. It looks like Channels TV, which I think is Nigeria based, I think. And we have Precious, the Magician Ekong. And this is him.
He explains that his magic is art and not any form of mysticism. Hear him.
Oh, my name is Precious Ekong, popularly known as Precious the Magician. I'm a magician, and then I've just given the audience at the Nigerian Health Awards a unique experience, something that they will forever remember.
Anyway, that is Precious Ekong. We have a TV spot on KTVE on Harvey Rabbit and Friends show, which apparently, okay, well, let's listen.
Rabbit and Friends show has been a staple in Louisiana libraries since the 90s, but who are the faces behind it all? NBC 10's Jada Maloney introduces us to Tim and Laura.
Everybody all together. I don't know. Then I go eat that.
Mr. Tim and Miss Laura.
Well, that looks quite entertaining, and it's nice to see these ventriloquists doing their thing. Then, unfortunately, we have an article on a death in the Hindu. Renowned psychologist, personality development trainer, magician, and author B.V. Pattabhiram died in Hyderabad following a cardiac arrest. He was 75 years old. That was on Monday, June the 30th, 2025 in the evening. He made significant contributions in the field of magic. He used to mesmerize the audience with his skills in magic through the shows he staged in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and other southern states. So, our condolences to friends and family. And that will be all for today, folks. I did do put up the YouTube on YouTube the interview with my great niece Justine Williamson. So that is with Cape Town TV. That's up on the earlier YouTube post. And the FISM guys are all getting ready and leaving soon to get to FISM in Italy. And the in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Global Hall of Magicians is on the 9th. There's posts on that as well. And remember, I'm looking for people, one magician from each city, put up on Hire a Magician. So contact me if you wish to.